Hi, welcome back to Sharing Spirit. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to present some ideas and concepts about spiritualism and some of its concepts. And, as always, I point out, one of the wonderful features of spiritualism is the openness of interpretation of concepts and ideas for each individual. When I talk about a concept or an idea, I am presenting my interpretation of it. I took a moment and looked back over the talks I presented to you and realized an actual introduction to spiritualism wasn't there. Whoops! How could I have missed it? There was a talk on natural law, the golden rule, personal responsibility, spirit guides, spiritual healing, and more, but no introduction to spiritualism. Well, I was flummoxed about myself. How could I leave that out? So here goes, an introduction to spiritualism by me. Many people are introduced to spiritualism when they have suffered a loss or have accompanied a friend to see a demonstration of mediumship. Others have been introduced to it as a religion that does not have the confines of dogma or creed. Others fall in love with the beauty, simplicity, and depth of the 7 principles and the golden rule. I'm going to answer a few introductory questions about aspects of spiritualism. Always keep in mind, these are my concepts and ideas of spiritualism. What is spiritualism? Spiritualism is a spiritual and rational religion. It is also a philosophy and a science. Spiritualists believe in continuous existence of the soul and believe that mediums can communicate with those in the spirit world. It is a religion as it affirms a belief in a greater or divine power and provides a system of faith and worship. Spiritualism is a philosophy as it is the study of the truth of the application of the natural laws of God. It is also a philosophy as it acts as a guiding principle for behavior and promotes personal responsibility. The following of the 7 principles and adherence to the golden rule makes spiritualism a way of life as well as a religion. Spiritualism is a science as it demonstrates the observable, verifiable, and measurable study of spirit communication and manifestation through mediumship. A lot of people ask, who is a spiritualist? Becoming a spiritualist is a personal decision. Spiritualism has no creed or dogma, no codified set of beliefs or dictates of behavior. There's no dogma, no authoritative tenet. A person becomes spiritualist when they accept the 7 principles of spiritualism and the golden rule and strive to guide their life by them. What is the main difference between spiritualism and other religions? Spiritualism is grounded in the belief and demonstration there is life after death, that life after death is the continuing existence of our soul, our spirit. This continuing existence is open to all, and our soul, our spirit, may progress through an acceptance of personal responsibility of our own actions. A lot of people ask, what is a medium? Spiritual mediums are able to communicate with those who have passed into the spirit realm. Those who have passed that choose to communicate with people on this plane need a highly sensitive person to communicate with and through. A medium can bring their personal vibration level high enough that a spirit can lower their vibration level, and the two can communicate where the levels intersect. In this way, those who have passed may relay messages through spiritual mediums to those of us on this plane. The medium is conduit, the tool, the channel for relaying the message. I have always thought of the medium as a person in the middle and believe this is a very responsible position. How are mediums helpful, you ask? Mediums are helpful in a number of ways. First of all, it is the means by which spirits may give comfort and assurance to those who remain on this plane. people may feel bereft and can grieve deeply when a loved one passes. Receiving messages and comfort from past loved ones can help people with their grief, their feelings of isolation, and their understanding of the afterlife. Mediums also allow spirits to convey advice and guidance to those on this plane. The guidance given can add a deeper sense of purpose and meaning to a personal life. Many mediums have been able to bring enlightenment and new ideas and ideals from spirits. This has aided in progressive social movements for over 150 years. Are there different types of mediums? I believe there are three major types of mediums: mental mediums, physical mediums, and spiritual healers. There are two types of mental mediumship: objective and subjective. With objective mediumships, the medium experiences spirits eternally, seeing, hearing, or feeling the spirit as though they were physically present. Subjective mediumship is when a spirit is experienced internally, in the mind's eye, so to speak. Often trance mediumship is seen as a form of mental mediumship. It involves deep concentration and a very high vibrational ability to achieve trance. When in trance, the medium's ego steps aside and allows the spirit to give its messages directly through them to those in attendance. Mediums may be conscious or unconscious of the messages being given by a spirit when they are in trance. Physical mediumship is when spirits manipulate energy and energy systems. The manipulated energy can produce materialized items, often called apports, materialized bodies or body parts, or ectoplasm. Ectoplasm may be manipulated by a spirit to create manifestations. Mental mediumship is the most frequently demonstrated form of spirit communication. Trance mediumship is still demonstrated, but not nearly as much as mental mediumship. Physical mediumship is not often demonstrated these days. Spiritual healing is a form of mediumship in which the medium is a conduit that spirit uses to send spiritual healing. It is applied by the laying on of hands. This form of mediumship can also be translated as absent healing when a person is unable to attend a physical spiritual healing. Spiritual healing is classified as a complementary therapy and in no way replaces the treatment, therapy, or opinion of a medical doctor. Here are a few suggestions if you wish to continue your exploration of spiritualism. You may wish to continue your exploration of spiritualism by reading the 7 Principles and reading about the Golden Rule. You can find them posted on the Sharing Spirit website or on the Sharing Spirit YouTube channel. To find out how modern spiritualism began, you might like to explore the book Hydesville, the story of the Rochester Knockings. You can find an audio version of this book on the Sharing Spirit YouTube channel and an ebook version of it on our website. The ABC of Spiritualism, 100 of the questions most commonly asked about spiritualism, answered tersely and plainly by B.F. Austin, contains some good information about spiritualism. You can find an audio version of this book as well on the Sharing Spirit YouTube channel and an ebook version of it on our website. I wish you bon voyage on your journey to explore spiritualism. Thank you for joining us at Sharing Spirit. Love and light. Namaste.